time! Yeah! 1,000 videos. We have come quite a long way. And considering that yesterday, well, for me today when I'm recording this, but it'll be yesterday when you're seeing this, I uploaded Duel 220. Next to that, I have a good amount of Yu-Gi-Oh! News videos, discussion videos, Duel casters, and a couple of other Yu-Gi-Oh! Things. And then I have my vlogs and other stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is by far the biggest thing on my channel. Well over a quarter of my videos are Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. And even though I still like to do vlogs and other things, this is definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep going daily Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos and then other things next to that whenever I feel like it and have the time. Anyway, 1,000 videos, and I sort of wanted to celebrate it. Wasn't really sure how. I was like, let's just do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion video. I wanted to do one. And let's have a discussion about a card with party in its name. Hysteric Party. Because we're partying, right? Because 1,000 videos, yeah. Alright, Hysteric Party, continuous trap card. You can activate this card by discarding one card. It can be any card. And you can special summon as many copies of Harpy Lady as possible from your graveyard. But when this face-up card leaves the field, when the face-up Hysteric Party leaves the field, destroy all those monsters. This can be very powerful. If you have multiple Harpy Ladies in your graveyard, you can summon them easily. Now, Harpies don't have tuners. But let's say you have one tuner on the field and then summon 4 Harpies, then you could, let's say, use your tuner with 1 or 2 of the Harpies, and then have a big synchro out, and then have the other 2 for Exesis. This can definitely help setting things up like that. You can have your Lightning Story, you can have your Silent Honor Arc, you can have whatever you want, because there's no restriction in the sense of you can only summon wind monsters that when you activate this effect. You can't attack this turn. Nothing like that is stated on the card, so you can still attack and do whatever the hell you want. Now, normally you'd be able to summon only max 3 cards, because you can only have max 3 cards of one name in your deck. Therefore, max 3 in your graveyard. However, many Harpy Lady cards, such as Harpy Lady Channeler, Harpy Harpist, let's come up with another Harpy Dancer. They are all treated as Harpy Lady when on the field or in the graveyard. When does this matter? Well, being a Harpy Lady monster is for general Harpy support. Hysteric Party is specifically for Harpy Lady. So you'd have to have Harpy Lady in the thing. So Harpy Dancer is not Harpy Lady Dancer, so that would normally not work. However, because it's treated as Harpy Lady on the field or in the graveyard alongside many other Harpy Ladies, you can have them in the grave and special summon 5 monsters with the Hysteric Party. You have 5 things. Let's say if you have 3 Harpy Ladies in the graveyard, and then a Harpy Dancer and a Harpy Channeler, you can summon all of them because they're all treated as Harpy Lady while in the graveyard. Now this can combo quite nicely. Let's say you play it with Elegant Egotist. Was it Elegant Egotist? No, it wasn't Elegant Egotist. It was a different card. There's a spell. I forget what it's called because I haven't played Harpies in a while, not seen them played either. There's a spell that allows you to add Elegant Egotist from your deck to your hand. But when that card is sent to the graveyard during the end phase, you can add 3 Harpies from the deck to the hand. It's probably somewhere in the tips page. We'll look it up in a bit. But if you use that spell card to discard as the cost to activate Hysteric Party, you can then summon all the Harpies you want. And then during the end phase, you can activate that spell's effect from the graveyard because it was sent to the grave that turn, add 3 Harpies from the deck to your hand. Now, something also awesome about Hysteric Party. Let's say you have Harpy's Pet's Baby Dragon. On its own, just 1200 attack, I believe 600 defense. Not very strong. But for every Harpy card on the field, except Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon, so I believe Harpy's Pet Dragon counts as well, though I'd have to check to be sure. It gains an ability, so like doubles original attack and defense, like to 2400 at 1200. They can destroy this. It can't be destroyed by battle. It can be targeted. Things like that. I don't remember the exact things, but it can become a lot better if you have multiple Harpies on the field or Harpy Ladies. Once again, I'd have to check. So if you have one Harpy Sped Baby Dragon out, and then you play Hysteric Party, 4 things, really powerful Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon. The thing you have to watch out for, though, is Hysteric Party is vulnerable. As soon as the opponent plays something like Mystical Space Typhoon or anything else to get rid of Hysteric Party, then that would get rid of all 4 of the monsters you summoned and leave you with the little tiny 1200 attack Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon that isn't protected from anything. So you'd have to have a way to defend Hysteric Party, or you just have to hope the opponent doesn't have anything to stop you. You could also do that. You could use, like, there's Harpy's Channeler, I believe it's called. You can discard a card to summon something from your graveyard, from your deck. You can discard a Harpy so that you'd have your graveyard filled up with Harpies quicker, so that you could then use Hysteric Party. Now, let's say Hysteric Party does not get destroyed by Mystical Space Typhoon or anything else that could destroy it or make it leave the field. You've summoned your stuff, and let's say you only also have 1 card in the deck, 1 copy of Hysteric Party in your deck, or you just have multiple but you never draw into the rest of the copies. So you only see 1 Hysteric Party. You play it, you summon your monsters, maybe you do like some attacks and some seizing and some stuff, and then all the monsters have leave the field. At one point you have an empty field. Hysteric Party is a continuous trap, it's still there. It doesn't say if all monsters have left the field, like, get rid of this. No. It's a continuous trap, so it stays on the field until, well, either the card text states it has to leave, or until it's destroyed or another effect makes it leave. Hysteric Party will then just stay in the field doing nothing. Now, some Harpy decks do use a few Mist Valley cards. Now, let's say a Harpy deck uses Mist Valley Falcon, I think it's called. 2000 attack monster, but to declare an attack with it, you have to return 1 of your cards to your hand, 1 of the cards you control. You could then return Hysteric Party to have your attack, then set Hysteric Party, and then during a later turn, you can then activate it again, summoning all those Harpies for a second time with the same card. However, do note, the Hysteric Party states that when this face-up card leaves the field, destroy those monsters, not when this face-up card goes to the graveyard. So would you have, let's say, Mist Valley Falcon already face up on the field, and you've used Hysteric Party to then summon 4 Harpies, and the Harpies would still be there, and you declare an attack with Mist Valley Falcon, returning Hysteric Party to your hand. Then, right at that moment, Hysteric Party's effect, its continuous effect, won't trigger, but its continuous effect would then immediately destroy all 4 of the Harpies, which isn't good. What you could do in those situations is, let's say you summon 4 Harpies, and you still have that Mist Valley Falcon, Xyz with 2 into Lightning Chidori and 2 into number 101 Silent Turner Arc Knight, or Silent Turner Arc. At that moment, you don't really have anything to lose. Then you can return Hysteric Party to your hand. You can use like your number 101 effect. You can use your Lightning Chidori effect, and those will already fill up the graveyard with Harpies again. So that when your Mist Valley Falcon, your number 101, your what's it? What did I say? Lightning Chidori. When they all leave the field, you can just boom Hysteric Party again, summon new stuff, Xyz into stuff, or just big attacks on the opponent. Powerful. Now, if you just look at the artwork, generally the artwork says something about what the card does. Sometimes it's just really just some monsters to do something that just have to do with the name. I feel that this does have to do something with the monsters that are able to be summoned. Now, these are 2 copies of Harpy Lady 1, 2 copies of Harpy Lady 2, and 2 copies of Harpy Lady 3. None are Harpy Lady written on the card. They're Harpy Lady monsters, though, because they have Harpy Lady in their name. Now, Harpy Lady 1, Harpy Lady 2, Harpy Lady 3, and Cyber Harpy Lady, all 4 have the effect, and this is an effect that cannot be negated, that they're always treated as Harpy Lady. That means even in the deck, even in Banished, everywhere. Therefore, you cannot have 3 of the regular Harpy Lady and then a Harpy Lady 1. You cannot have a Harpy Lady 1, a Harpy Lady 2, a Harpy Lady 3, and then think, oh, I like Harpy Lady 1, so let's add another. Because that would make 4 Harpy Ladies. Not Harpy Lady monsters, just Harpy Ladies, because they're always treated as such, also during deck construction. Now, because this is the case, Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3, they're all 2 copies. For one, having 6 of them is already impossible, because you can only have 3 of the same card max in your deck. Therefore, the combo of the 6 is already not possible. Now, it is true that the monster known as Harpy Lady Sisters, does include Harpy Lady 1, 2, 3 in the same artwork. Together, they are one monster, the Harpy Lady Sisters. So in that sense, it would work. a Harpy Lady 1, a Harpy Lady 2, a Harpy Lady 3, all treated as Harpy Lady, and then Harpy Lady Sisters. 4 monsters. One problem with that theory is that Harpy Lady Sister cannot be summoned through Hysteric Party. The only way it can be summoned is via the spell card Elegant Egotist. There is no other way to do it. So that doesn't really work either, but it does look kind of fancy. I believe I've said quite a bit. Now I'm going to go into the tips and trivia, see if there's anything that I missed that I could still go over. Tips. Harpy Queen. Harpy Harpers, Harpy Channel, Harpy Dancer. Yeah, forgot Queen. Named all the other. Queen is the one that searches for the field spell Harpy's Hunting Ground. I do quite like any card that does that. Because Warrior of Atlantis, Gravekeeper's Commandant. I want to make some like decks for Neton on my Neton account probably. Make some decks with just those searchers and then work around it. Like that Daedalus deck that a while ago I said I would build, I will still build that. And the Warrior of Atlantis will definitely be in there. So you can discard a Harpy if it discards cost, especially some of the yes, that is correct. Now, for things like Hysteric Party, before you activate the card, you have to know that you have to be able to resolve it. So if at the time you want to activate Hysteric Party, there are no Harpies in the graveyard, you cannot activate Hysteric Party. Even if you use one Harpy Lady as your discard, and then want to summon that one. Before you activate the card, therefore before you pay the cost, you have to already be able to resolve the effect, disregarding the possible cost. So you need at least one Harpy Lady in the grave. However, let's say you have one Harpy Lady in the grave and you discard a second one as the cost for Hysteric Party, you are allowed to summon that one Harpy Lady alongside the other one that was already in the graveyard from your graveyard to the field and have two, even though you already only had one in the graveyard before activation. That is possible. It is exceptional when used alongside Harpy's pet baby dragon. I did mention that. Harpy monsters, so yes, that does work with the Harpy's Harpy girl even, although you'd probably not see that a lot, although it is in the artwork, it does look kind of cute. Harpy's pet dragon as well. Your opponent cannot target Harpy monster you control for attack except Harpy pet baby dragon. Nice. Double original attack and defense. Once per turn you can target one card the opponent controls destroy the target. That's nice. So, sorry. Have at least 3 Harpies, and that thing can be really good. You can ease the cost of Tribute, Synchro, if you include tuners. Yeah, I did say that if you have a tuner you can synchro with it. Exceed summons if you focus on rank 4s. Harpies do quite often have a couple of those. Tribute summons, I guess if you have a few Tribute summons maybe in your deck, maybe Mist Valley, Apex Avion, if you like have a Harpy Mist Valley combo, or Dark Simorgh possibly. You can use that as a tribute summon if you don't want to like summon them through their effect. Like I know Dark Simorgh can do that, but they can be used as tributes for a tribute summon. Harpy's Channeler, Altitude Knight, can fill the grave with Harpy Lady. I did already mention Harpy Channeler. Altitude Knight, meh. Like Altitude Knight, there's like Flare Knight and a couple others which are sort of copies of Armageddon Knight, which has existed for a longer time. I feel Armageddon Knight is still the best out of them. The others can be useful, but aren't really that great, I feel. Altitude Knight could work, but you have to use your normal summon for it, and I really don't feel its effect is that great to want to use that for it. But if you use it, you could. The card is there, free for you to use. You can combine it with Mist Valley Falcon, yes, but as I said, do watch out. If you return a Hysteric Party to your hand while your Harpers are still in the field that were summoned by Hysteric Party, they'll all immediately be destroyed, so do watch out with that. Discard Hysteric Sign, that's the card I was looking for, Hysteric Sign. When it is activated, you can add an Elegant Egotist from deck or grave to hand. If it was sent from the field or hand to the graveyard, then during the end phase you can activate its effect. It also works from the hand, therefore discarding it for Hysteric Party does work. And then during the end phase you can add up to 3 Harpy cards with different names from your deck to your hand. So that could be Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon, a Harpy Queen, and a Harpy Channeler. Whatever you would like. The combination on your opponent's end phase, let them put the cards you search to use even sooner. So this fully part helps by Baby Dragon restoring. That could also work. Think about this. Let's say you only have 1 or 2 Harpies in the graveyard. Let's say you have 2. You activate your Hysteric Party during your opponent's end phase. Discard a 3rd Harpy. Summon the 3 Harpies. The card you discard... No, you have 3. Let's say you have 3 Harpies in the grave, yeah? You discard Hysteric Sign. Summon your 3 Harpies. Hysteric Sign then activates that end phase. I do believe that works. I have to make sure it works. Is during the end phase of the turn this card was centered in the field. Yeah. So if it is centered graveyard during the end phase, it is still that turn. So you can immediately then activate the effect of Hysteric Sign. So you have your 3 Harpies on the field, and then Hysteric Sign would add 3 Harpy monsters from your deck to your hand. Harpy's Bad Baby Dragon is a Harpy monster, so you can add that to your hand as one of the 3 cards. Then during your turn, you normal summon Harpy's Bad Baby Dragon, who then immediately has all 3 of its effects because you already have your 3 Harpies on the field. Harpy Lady Phoenix Formation. What does that do again? I've forgotten. If you control 3 or more Harpy Lady and or Harpy Lady Sisters, target as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, but not more than the total number of Harpy Lady. Blah, blah, blah. Destroy those targets, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest original attack among these destroyed monsters. You can have special summon monsters from the main or extra deck. No Connected battle phase. That could work if you use Hysteric's party during your end phase. And then you can add a Harpy card to your hand. I have to check again. Harpy card, Hysteric Sign, Harpy card or Harpy monster? Harpy card, so you could add Harpy Lady Phoenix Formation. If the opponent has some really dangerous stuff, you can add a Harpy Lady Phoenix Formation and just destroy stuff, even deal some damage. You can't summon from the main deck, so no Harpy's Channeler. You can't summon from the extra deck, so no Xyzs that turn. You can't go into a battle phase. But getting rid of your opponent's monster and dealing that damage could be very powerful. So if you have one copy of Harpy Lady Phoenix Formation, you can go for it. So for trivia, Harpy Lady 1, 2, 3, 5 monsters on the field at once. Yeah, that also doesn't work. I did mention that. You only have 5 spaces on the field to place monsters. There is no 6, so you couldn't summon all 6. Only a combination of 3 Harpies per deck is possible. Mentioned that. Harpy Lady 1, 2, 3 Sisters, mentioned that. And Sisters can't be special summoned by the effect because, as you can see, cannot be normal summon set, must first be special summoned by Elegant Egotist. It says must first be special summoned by Elegant Egotist. So, wait, if it's special summoned by Elegant Egotist, then that effect suggests that if that's done, and then it's in the graveyard, then it will work. But maybe that's old errata and it wasn't meant that way. That it can't be special summoned except for its effect anyway. Let's look into that. Can we find it in its rulings immediately? Don't really see it immediately. I haven't read everything, but I'll look into that a little bit more. It suggests it doesn't work though, so this and the card text on Harpy Lady Sisters counteract each other, unless I'm missing something. But maybe it's an old errata and it was meant differently, and maybe if Harpy Lady Sisters would be released, like re-released, reprinted, then it may become clearer. We'll see. Anyway, that was Hysteric Party. An amazing party. Sort of. It was a party anyway, with a lot of girls, like with the Harpies. Although they're kind of dangerous, so you may actually not want to go to that party. Anyway, I'm rambling on too much. This was video 1000. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's shoot for 1,000 subscribers because I'm getting to that. I believe I'm at 917 right now. So that's doing pretty good. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma to watch my videos if she wants to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd be glad to teach her. I don't care how old, like what gender, what you like, what you don't like. Anyone is welcome to watch my videos, to be taught by me if you'd like, if we have find the time for it. Anyone's able to duel me. If you're on DN and you see me online, just send me a PM asking me if we could duel, and maybe that is possible. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes we can duel, but I'm not recording. That is a possibility. You should keep that in mind. However, I've had a pretty good amount of people in my duel videos who requested to duel me because they watch my videos. So you could just be the next one, I suppose. Alright, that was video 1000, and this is Aoka, and I'm just going to keep on going with all of my videos, my daily Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos and everything. I'll just see you tomorrow in video 1001. Bye.